Welcome back to the Bungalow. I'm 5XVT, and tonight I'm going to talk through a recent MF Doom remix that I did. The sample for this was originally shared as part of a beat challenge on John Wayne's John Makes Beats Patreon and Discord channel. But after I started to make the beat, it made sense to put MF Doom on it because it had that kind of that vibe of an MF Doom track. So let's open up Serato Studio and have a look at how I made the beat. First things first, this is the sample that we used. It was from LA Noire computer game, and I've got 10 chops, and you can sort of see the throughout the track. So where you can see the little red bits, that's where I've got a chop. So there's 2 there, 3 there, and then there's some sections here, 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 here. And the chops that I've made are these. Okay, I opened up the step sequencer and I plotted in these chops. So if I click play, you'll see this move round to reflect the chops that have been made. Okay, so that's the pattern I decided to play with those chops. And on this whole sample, I also put a plugin by Izotope, Izotope, called Vinyl. It's free. You can download it from the website. And it just simulates vinyl. And the settings that I use on this usually are, well, the settings that I adjust are the wear setting here and the warp setting here. I don't touch the dust and the scratch because it doesn't sound right. It doesn't sound realistic to me. So this particular beat's got 20% on the wear. It's got about, whatever that is, 40% of warp, and it's on the 1970 preset for the age of the record, I guess that is. So yeah, that was that. Also with this sample, I thought the bass levels were a bit too high. So the way that I altered that was I used Serato stems, and then I duplicated this chops track up, and I took the bass off the top one, this one we just listened to, and then I just put the bass on the second one, and then I just nudged the gain down a little bit. So all that's doing is it's playing the full range of sound, but the bass is slightly dipped. With the bass notes in, it sounds like this. Yep. The next thing I did was to add in some drums. So I've got a kick, a snare, and a little hi-hat shuffle thing, because there's already a few little drum rolls and stuff on the sample itself. I think on this one you can hear the drums, and the drum on there and there. So there's a few drums already in the sample. So I added in a kick, which is this kick. The next thing I did was a snare, which is this snare. And the hi-hat I used was this one. And it's just got an echo on it, so it just echoes out when it plays. So with the two chops, the main chop, the bass chop, and those 3 drums, the loop sounds like this. Okay, and then the last layer here was in the same sample. There's a trumpet sound, which sounds like this. And then I just put an EQ on it, so it's like quite muffled. And I put the same vinyl simulation that I put on the top 2 chops. And then that just plays through in the background. So that loop is kind of done. I also did the same PaulX time stretch trick that I've done on the last few tracks. So basically what I did is that loop that you just heard, exported out without the drums on. And then if you just go into PaulX Stretch, which is again a free time stretch app, if you haven't seen the other videos, don't change any settings other than the stretch amount, leave as 1. So that means it does this weird transformation thing where it doesn't actually time stretch it, but it makes it sound really ambient and pad-like. Without the time stretch on, it sounds like this. And then if I put the time stretch on, you can hear it's got like this massive sound now. And then once I got that sound, I rendered it out with the button at the top as a separate track. And in Serato Studio, I added it back in again as an extra layered track in the arrangement view that just sits underneath the entire beat. So when elements of the beat drop out, like the drums drop out or as a bass note drops out, that pad sound picks up the slack. So in the mix, that sounds like this. Okay, so that's the main beat, and then on top of that we got this MF Doom and West Side Gun 2 stings. I've just used the MF Doom verse from this because I only wanted it to be a short beat and added it in here. So the acapella is like this.
Keep your mind on your mask, kid. Horror form a classic.
So yeah, in the mix, that sounds like this. Acapella will come in a sec. Yeah.
Keep your mind on your mask, kid. Horror form a classic, it's drastic. Villain hydrochloric acid, splashed it. Pull a knob, reached in and blasted. Pow. Pinstripes on a basket. New York style, wow. Cheddar grab easy. It's only entertainment though, when thought out completely. Sad demeanor could get him the dropping bag cleaner. Master schemer, expert in that arena, puffin' Pasadena. He read the grass was greener. Black beamer, IH, gyrate. Rubbing shoulders with pigs who don't fly straight. Just ate, causing indigestion. Will soon regurgitate into profits, no question. Nosy agents sniff it around. Pay attention, you can take that to the bank. Thanks, don't mention it. Pleasure's all mine. Ain't mad at y'all. Clear advantage like playing paddleball on Adderall. Be great, that is all. That is all. That is all.
And the beat just fades out basically. So yeah, that's the beat, or the remix, should I say? It's a really straightforward one from me. It's just the sample that provides all of the heavy lifting. It's got the bass in there. It's got the main chops. It's got the trumpet. All I've done really is run that loop through PaulX Stretch to give a bit of a pad sound to layer underneath, and added a kick snare and a hi-hat, and beat's done. Yeah. So hope you enjoyed the explanation of it. If you've got any questions, let me know in the comments. This beat will be available for free on my Patreon to download and keep. And if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you want to see more of these. I'm going to try and do one every week. And yeah, I look forward to seeing you next week. Cheers.